Your paycheck arrives on Friday. By Monday morning, $1,847 of it is already gone. Not spent, gone. Rent was due on the 1st. The car insurance came out automatically. The phone bill, the electricity, the internet, all of it scheduled, all of it leaving before you touched a dollar. What remains is $340. That is what you have to last until the next Friday. You did not buy anything unnecessary. You did not go out. You did not make a mistake, and you still have $340. Most people look at this situation and diagnose a spending problem. Cut the subscriptions, cook at home, stop buying things you don't need. The advice is not wrong. It is just aimed at the wrong target. Because the reason you cannot save money is not what you buy. It is the structure of the system your income moves through before it ever reaches you. Here is what that structure actually looks like. Your gross salary is $52,000 a year. That is the number on your offer letter. The number that arrives in your account every 2 weeks is $1,687. Not $2,000, not $1,900, but $1,687. The difference, $646 per paycheck, leaves before you see it. Federal income tax, state income tax, Social Security, Medicare, health insurance premium, and if your employer offers a 401k, possibly a contribution you enrolled in during onboarding and have not thought about since. None of this is fraud. All of it is structural. The paycheck you budget around is not your salary. It is what remains after the system takes its share first. That gap between what you earn and what you receive is the first reason saving feels impossible. You are not saving from $52,000. You are saving from $40,488. And nobody recalibrates the advice for that number. The second reason is what happens to what remains. Your fixed costs, rent, utilities, insurance, subscriptions, loan minimums, are not random. They are the result of markets that have increased faster than wages for the past 2 decades. The median rent in the United States increased 26% between 2019 and 2023. Median wages increased 16% in the same period. That 10% gap is not a statistic. It is the reason your rent takes up a larger percentage of your paycheck than it took up 4 years ago, even if you are earning more than you were 4 years ago. The costs expanded into the space the raise created. You got the raise. You did not get ahead. This is called cost absorption. Every raise you receive is partially absorbed by the fixed costs that adjust around it. The rent goes up at lease renewal. The insurance premium increases annually. The grocery bill responds to inflation. The raise does not disappear. It arrives, and it is immediately surrounded by costs that grew while you were waiting for it. What you experience as not being able to save despite earning more is the mathematical result of costs growing faster than income. It is not discipline, it is arithmetic. The third reason is the bank. Your $340 sits in a savings account earning 0.5% annually. $340 at 0.5% earns $1.70 over a full year. Meanwhile, the bank takes your deposit, pools it with millions of others, and lends it out as mortgages at 7.1%, car loans at 8.4%, and credit cards at 24.99%. The spread between what they pay you and what they charge on your money is how retail banking works. You are on the wrong side of that spread. Your money is working. It is working for them. This is not a conspiracy. It is the business model, operating exactly as designed. The bank's product is not a safe place for your money. The bank's product is the loan it makes using your money. The savings account is the acquisition mechanism. You are the depositor. The borrower on the other side of your deposit is the customer. At the same time, if you carry a credit card balance, and 60% of Americans who have a credit card carry a balance month to month, you are simultaneously on both sides of the bank's business. You deposit money at 0.5%. You borrow money at 24.99%. The institution is earning the spread on both transactions. This is the structure, not the exception, the structure. So what does this actually mean? It means the advice to save more by spending less is not wrong. It is incomplete. Spending less helps, but it treats a structural problem like a behavioral one. If your income is being reduced by 22% before it reaches you, absorbed by costs growing faster than wages, and then parked in an account that earns nothing while your debt compounds at 25%, cutting one subscription does not address any of those 3 mechanisms. It addresses the margin. The margin is not where the problem lives. What addresses the problem is understanding where your money actually goes before you touch it, why your fixed costs keep expanding into every raise, and how to put your savings into something that earns on the right side of the spread instead of the wrong one. An index fund returning 10% annually on average, a high-yield savings account at 4.5% instead of 0.5%, a 401k contribution that reduces your taxable income before the government takes its share. None of this requires requires earning more. It requires understanding that the system your money moves through was not designed with your savings in mind. It was designed with someone else's return in mind. The moment you see that clearly, the problem stops feeling like a personal failure, and that is when you can actually start fixing it. You still have $340 left until Friday. That number did not change. But what you do with it now is a different question than it was 3 minutes ago.